Okay friend, start with today's discussion. First news on 22nd May 2022 is Center slashes fuel taxes, sets 200 rupees subsidy on LPG cylinder. So, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman unveiled a slew of measures to rein in runaway inflation on Saturday evening, including duty cuts on petroleum product, a 200 rupees subsidy on LPG cylinders for the poor, and a regime of import duties on plastics and steel product. So many things was proposed by the finance minister at a time. First is duty cuts on petroleum product. Second is 200 rupees subsidy on LPG cylinders, and third is reduction in import duties on plastic and steel product. Okay, so discuss one by one. So reduction in central excise duty. Okay, central excise duty means the central cess levied on petrol and diesel. There is a reduction on by rupees 8 on petrol and rupees 6 on diesel. So center reduce the central cess on petrol and diesel by rupees 8 and rupees 6 respectively, and it will translate into retail prices on this fuel dropping by 9.5 rupees per liter and 7 rupees per liter. Now ultimately the cost of fuel will be reduced by 9.5 per liter and rupees 7 per liter, Mr. Sitharaman said. The steps to check rising prices assume significance, with retail inflation spiraling to 7.8% in April, the highest since the NDA government assumed office in 2014, and wholesale inflation hitting a multi-decade high of 15.1%. So we all know, I have already discussed in many topics, that the last calculated inflation, means the inflation at the end of April, is 7.8%. This is the consumer price index. This inflation is calculated by the consumer price index formula, and it is 7.8%, and the wholesale price index inflation is 15.1%. Okay, so to check the inflation, the rapidly growing inflation, yesterday the finance minister gives some relief by reducing the central cess on petrol and diesel. Now economists expect that the measures to help cool off inflation in May to somewhere between 6.5% to 7%. So this reduction result in the upcoming inflation will be between 6.5% and 7 to 7%. Okay, and previously earlier already rupees 5 and 10 per liter for petrol and diesel already reduced by the government earlier in November 2021. Okay, and that will cost government about 1 lakh crore a year in terms of foreign revenue. So central government consecutive 2 times in last year in November and yesterday 2 times consecutively reduced the central cess on petrol and diesel, and they also urged several state governments, especially several non-BJP state government, so that they also reduce their state VAT, value-added tax, on the petrol and diesel. Okay, so actually our finance minister tweeted the news, and I will show you the tweet. Okay, zooming the page. This is the tweet of our finance minister. Tweet number 7 of by 12. We are reducing the central excise duty on petrol by rupees 8 per liter and on diesel by rupees 6 per liter. This will reduce the price of petrol by 9.5 per liter and of diesel by 7 per liter. It will have revenue implication of around 1 lakh crore per year for the government. Means this reduction will, the government have to pay 1 lakh crore per year. Okay, have to pay, or government will, the income of government will be reduced by 1 lakh crore in a year. Another tweet number 8 by 12, that she said that I wish to exhort all state governments, especially the states where reduction was not done during the last round November 2021, to also implement a similar cut and give relief to the common man. Next tweet is, also this year we will give a subsidy of rupees 200 per gas cylinder up to 12 cylinder in a year to cover 9 crore beneficiaries of Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. This will help our mothers and sisters. This will have a revenue implication of around 6,100 crore a year. So the poor family, especially the poor mother and the poor sister who will purchase cylinder through the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, they will be given a subsidy of rupees 200 per cylinder and total 12 cylinder in a year, okay, as a subsidy by the central government. Another good news. Next tweet number 10 is, we are also reducing the customs duty on raw material and intermediaries of plastic product where our import dependence is high. This will result in reduction of cost of final product. So our dependence means we import huge amount of raw material like plastic product. Okay, so government is reducing the import duty on plastic product so that ultimately the cost of that product, final product, will be less. Another tweet number 11 by 12 is, similarly we are calibrating customs duty on raw materials and intermediaries for iron and steel to reduce their price. So similar like plastic product, government is reducing the import duty on iron and steel product also. So import duty on some raw materials of steel will be reduced. Export duty on some steel product will be levied. Okay. Next and the last tweet is, measures are being taken up to improve the availability of cement and through better logistic to reduce the cost of cement. Okay, so government also reducing the duty, the import export duty on cement also. Okay, all these steps has taken by the government to check the inflation. Now move to the topic. So as per I have told you that first is duty cuts on petroleum product, then rupees 200 subsidy on LPG on through the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana only. Okay, and finally import duties on plastic and silk product reduction. These three. Now if we move to this website, we will have a clear vision on the price of petrol and diesel. So I'm zooming it. This is the website of Petroleum Planning and Analysis Cell, Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Government of India. And in petroleum, move to prices. Okay. So as per Indian Oil Corporation, IOCL. So as per IOCL, what is the price for petrol? They showed a calculation. This is the calculation. Price build up of petrol at Delhi, effective of 22 May 22, means yesterday. It is released on yesterday. The price in Delhi, petrol price in Delhi. Okay, so base price is rupees 57.13. This is the base price. Okay, now the base price means at this price the oil company, the oil refiner company sell the oil to dealer. This is the price. Oil refinery company like Reliance, like Bharat Petroleum, Hindustan Petroleum, okay, Indian Oil Corporation. This oil refinery company will sell their refined oil, refined petrol to dealer, and this is the base price 57.13. And freight means transportation cost is 0.2 per liter, rupees 0.2 per liter. So the total base price become, means price charged to dealer is 57.33. Summation of these two, 57.33 is the price at which dealer purchase the oil from the oil refinery company. Then come excise duty. Excise duty will be charged. Excise duty is charged by the central government, okay, or also called as central cess. So excise duty is 19.9. This is reduced by the central government. Previously it was nearly 28 rupees, nearly 27 and a half. So reduced by how much? Reduced by rupees 8. So on petrol it is reduced by rupees 8. Okay. So previously it was nearly rupees 28, nearly 50% of the base price. 50% of the base price was charged by the central government itself, but now it is reduced to 35%, means the 19.9 rupees per liter is charged by the central government as a excise duty. Then come dealers commission is 3.78, nearly 5 to 6%, 6 to 7% is the dealer commission. And finally the value added tax levy charged by the state is 15.71. This is unchanged. Because this is decided by the Delhi government, and Delhi government still not reduce any kind of VAT. That's why it is remain as 15.71, nearly 30% of the base price. Okay, 30% of the base price. So the base price is 57.33. Then nearly 35%, means nearly 19.9, means 20 rupees is the central cess. Then 6%, nearly 6%, means rupees 3.78 is the dealer commission. Then at nearly 30% is, means 15.71 rupees is the state tax, and summation of all become 96.72. It reduced below 100. It is the price of the petrol at Delhi. It changed state-wise. Okay, it changed state-wise. The BJP ruled government has reduced the VAT also. This VAT also. That's why overall cost of the petrol is less than this amount, less than the amount of Delhi. So this is the thing. And if you go to the diesel part, price build up of diesel at Delhi on yesterday. Again the base price is 57.92 and freight charge is 0.22. Total 58.14. At this price the dealer purchased the refined oil from the oil refinery company. Okay. Then the excise duty is 15.8. This amount is reduced by the central government. At how much rupees? By rupees 6. Okay, previously it was nearly 22 rupees, 21 point something rupees. Currently it is reduced by 6 and the value become 15.8. Okay, so this is the way it is calculated, and the final price of diesel at Delhi is 89.62 rupees. So if you look at the data, the petrol price is 96.72 and the diesel price is 89.62, nearly same. Okay, so this is the this excise duty. This excise duty is reduced by the central government. Okay, this is the thing. Now come to Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. What is Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana? Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, or also called Prime Minister's Lighting Scheme, was launched by Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi on 1st May 2016 to distribute 50 million LPG connection to women of below poverty line families. A budgetary allocation of 80 billion rupees, nearly 1 billion US dollar, was made for the scheme. Okay, so government will distribute LPG cylinder to women below poverty line, women of BPL, women below BPL, below poverty line. In the first year of its launch, the connection distributed were 22 million against the target of 15 million. Huge. As of 23rd October 2017, 30 million connections were distributed, 44% of which were given to families belonging to scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. The number crossed 58 million by December 2018. So up to 2018, the total allocation of LPG cylinder became 58 million. Okay, and at the time of its launch, it has a target of distribute to 50 million LPG, but at the end of 2018, the target touches the amount of 58 million. Now in 2018 Union Budget of India, its scope was widened to include 80 million poor household. Okay, so its new target is 80 million. Okay, 21,000 awareness camp were conducted by the oil marketing company. Oil marketing company means who purchase oil from the foreign, means from the foreign market, foreign company from Dubai, from Arab. They are the oil marketing company like Reliance, okay, like Indian Oil Corporation, like Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, ONGC. So they organized nearly 21,000 camp so that the awareness reach to the poor household, and after that they can purchase, they can get the facilities of the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. The scheme led to an increase in LPG consumption by 56% in 2019 as compared to 2014. The highly popular scheme has benefited over 14.6 million BPL family in UP, 8.8 million in West Bengal, 8.5 million in Bihar, and 7.1 million in Madhya Pradesh, and 6.3 million in Rajasthan. Huge amount. In the Union Budget 2021-22, the last Union Budget, the government announced that 1 crore more connection will be provided under the scheme. Okay, so this is the news. Move to next topic. This government wants to keep lookout circular details under wrap. Okay, so lookout, so government wants to hold, okay, or governments want total control on the lookout circular. Now what is lookout circular? So lookout circular are issued by the government and law enforcement agencies to stop a person accused of a crime from evading trial or arrest by leaving the country. So any criminal, after commencement of a crime, he may be fled from the country or escape from the country. Okay, so if the investigation agency found suspect a person, then the investigation agency can issue a lookout circular against that accused person, so that for a specific time, lookout circular has a specific time. So for a specific time, so that within that time period, that accused person cannot leave the country and escape from the arrest or from the trial. This is the simple lookout circular. Okay. It is mostly used at the immigration checkpoint at international airport and seaport by the immigration branch. Okay, so this is the hilarious part of the lookout circular, because the accused person, even the accused person didn't know that a lookout circular has issued against him. Okay, the person himself didn't know that a lookout circular has issued against him. And when he come to know, when he reaches the airport or reaches any seaport, at that time the immigration department, which is called the Bureau of Immigration, comes to him and stop him to board on plane or board on the ship. Okay, at that time he comes to know that a lookout circular was already issued against him and he cannot leave the country. This is the hilarious part of this policy. Now the opaque system under which LOC are issued is such that a person will not be able to know if such circular exists against him or her till he reaches the airport. Okay, I have already told you the matter. And why is that? That is also reason behind this. Okay. Now under the existing guidelines, LOCs are initiated by a large number of agencies, which includes CBI. So who can issue lookout circular? Mainly investigation agency related to police, CBI, ED, Director of Revenue Intelligence, Income Tax Department, State Police Force, intelligence agencies. It should be done by an officer not below the rank of District Magistrate or Superintendent of Police. Now, in 2018, after liquor baron Vijay Mallya fled to the UK, the Honourable Ministry brought changes to the guidelines authorizing Chairman, Managing Director and Chief Executive of all public sector bank to generate LOC. So Ministry of Home Affairs give the permission to the bank manager, to the manager and Chief Executive of public sector bank, that they can also issue lookout circular after the Vijay Mallya case. Now, Punjab and Haryana High Court said that Ministry of Home Affairs and Bureau of Immigration should serve a copy of the LOC and state the reason to the person against whom it was issued as soon as possible and provide a post-decisional opportunity. It asked the MHA to include this direction into the official memorandum or the guidelines that govern the opening of the LOC. So, after a hearing, the Punjab and Haryana High Court ordered the Ministry of Home Affairs and Bureau of Immigration that fast submit the copy of the lookout circular to the court and mention the reason behind the lookout circular, and as well as there is a hearing, there is at least one hearing, and also the accused person should say something about the lookout circular, then you will stop him at the airport. Okay, without any knowledge, just go and you cannot stop a person in the immigration at the airport. This statement was given by the judge of the Punjab and Haryana High Court. But against this statement, the government of India moved to Supreme Court, and Supreme Court simply dismissed the statement of the High Court. Okay, why? The government of India moved the Supreme Court against the said observation, and the Honorable Supreme Court stayed the particular paragraph of the judgment where it asked to provide a copy of the LOC, the reasons and hearing to the affected person. This provision can be used by hardened criminal to bypass the system and escape the country. So if the criminal, prior to issue lookout circular, if the criminal get to know that a lookout circular in future may issued against him, that before the issue of lookout circular he will escape from the country. Okay, so as per the Punjab and Haryana High Court, first you have to submit a lookout circular report to court mentioning the reason, then a hearing from the accused person, then you can issue a lookout circular. So in the intermediate time, the accused person will escape the country. That's why Supreme Court stayed the order of the Punjab and Haryana High Court. Okay, and the previous rules of the lookout circular is still running, and it is totally controlled by the Ministry of Home Affairs. Move to next topic, an alarming topic. Kerala sounds general alert against monkeypox. Okay, so a new type of disease come in the world, that is called, this is not a this is not new, but it is currently it is spreading at a high rate, this monkeypox disease. Okay, and we all know that Kerala, all the virus first came at Kerala, so Kerala government issue an alert that be careful against the monkeypox. This is the news. So still there is no single news of monkeypox in our country. Okay, but still the Kerala government issue a alert statement about the monkeypox. Now what is monkeypox? This is the disease of monkeypox. Okay, it is like smallpox. So what is the news is 92 monkeypox cases have been registered from 12 countries which are non-endemic since May 13. The WHO said on Sunday, as it underlined that cases are likely to increase. So 12 countries which are non-endemic. What are endemic countries? What is endemic? What is epidemic? And what is pandemic? First we know the difference between these three words. Endemic means the disease, the particular disease by the particular virus, that the particular disease is restricted in a certain portion of a country or of a continent. The disease is restricted in a certain portion. That portion is called the endemic country, and that disease is called endemic. Suppose Ebola virus. Ebola virus is restricted in countries in the Africa. Okay, suppose Nigeria, then the Congo, then the Niger, then this type of country, Ebola virus were restricted. Ebola virus is not spreaded across the world, only restricted on that country, and that's why Ebola virus is endemic, and that country is called endemic country. Okay, and similarly this monkeypox also endemic disease, and that African countries are the endemic countries of that monkeypox also. Monkeypox is already there in certain portion of Africa, but currently 12 countries, it spreaded in 12 countries that are non-endemic. So every disease, so this is endemic, then come epidemic. When the disease starts spreading outside the endemic region. Okay, suppose from Africa it will start spreading in Europe, then it will start spreading very slowly in Asian some portion, then this disease will be called as epidemic. It is called as epidemic, and when it starts spreading at a huge rate across the world, then it is called as pandemic. Pan means total cover. Okay, then it is called as pandemic. So every disease, first it will be as endemic, then it become a epidemic, then finally it become a pandemic. Similarly, COVID-19 was an endemic in China, certain area. Okay, then from China it starts spreading in Europe, it become epidemic in China as well as epidemic in Europe. Then it become pandemic because it spread in the whole world. Okay, so 12 countries which are non-endemic since May 13. What are the countries? The United States, Australia, Canada, and at least 9 European countries have recorded case of the disease, which derived the name because it was first detected in monkey. No death have been recorded so far. The United Kingdom, Portugal, Spain are among the countries worst hit in Europe. Other nations in the continent that have reported cases are Belgium, France, Germany, Netherlands, Italy, and Sweden. Now, what are the endemic countries of monkeypox? So far, the virus has been largely limited to it. They were limited to Africa, Benin, Cameroon, Central African Republic, Democratic Republic of Congo, Gabon, Ghana. Identified in animal only. Ivory Coast, Liberia, Nigeria, and the Republic of Congo, Syria, Sierra Leone and South Sudan have been among the nations on the list of the endemic country. These are the endemic country, okay. And this United Kingdom, Portugal, Spain, then United States, Australia are the non-endemic country. Now the virus spread due to close contact with lesions, body fluids, respiratory droplet and contaminated materials such as bedding. So it is mainly spreaded due to touch, mainly due to touch, okay, exchanging in body fluid, respiratory droplet, also causing the spreading of this virus. Experts usually believe that most people recover on their own. And what are the symptoms? Fever, headache, muscle aches, swollen lymph nodes and a rash that often began on the face and spread to the other part of the body are said to be among the symptoms. Okay, so if you move to the WHO website, this is the WHO website, and search the endemic country. Search by the name monkeypox. Okay, so this is about the monkeypox. WHO is said that human to human transmission is limited. Okay, then they list shown the map of the affected countries, mainly in Africa, in some portion of Europe, and as well as the United States also. It is a lecture on monkeypox, you can listen it. Okay, so this is the related topic. And another thing multi country monkeypox. Okay, I have able to. Since 13 May 2022, cases of monkeypox have been reported to WHO from 12 member states that are not endemic for monkeypox. Okay. Next is the objective of this disease outbreak news is to raise awareness. Next is description of the outbreak. Okay. Australia, Belgium, Canada confirmed case 125. These are the map, and they are also particularly says that they are trying to say that this is spreaded due to touches. Okay, so WHO is issued a statement that avoid close gathering, and they have listed the endemic countries: Benin, Cameroon, Central African Republic, Congo. Okay, I have already told you. Monkeypox is usually self-limiting but may be severe in some individuals such as children, pregnant women, or person with immune suppression due to other health condition. Okay, so this is the thing, and this is the symptom: headache, acute onset of fever, lymphadenopathy, swollen lymph nodes, myalgia, back pain, or asthenia. These are the symptoms. Okay, who are the most targeted of this disease? Health worker. So face to face exposure including health worker without eye and respiratory protection, direct physical contact with skin. I have already told you, direct physical contact, skin or skin lesion, including sexual contact or contact with contaminated materials such as clothing, bedding or utensils, to a probable or confirmed case of monkeypox in the 21 days before symptom onset. So be careful from the monkeypox. Okay, move to next topic. This news is about a treatment called liposuction. So what is liposuction? Liposuction is a cosmetic procedure used to remove unwanted body fat. Okay, it involves sucking out small areas of fat that are hard to lose through exercise. So the fat you cannot remove through exercise, you can remove by using the liposuction treatment. So lose through exercise and healthy diet. It is carried out on areas of the body where deposits of fat tend to collect, such as the buttocks, hips, thighs. So in this area you cannot remove the fat through exercise or healthy diet. So the only step is by liposuction. And tummy. So this is the liposuction procedure. Okay, and through liposuction procedure the extra fat will be sucked up, okay, by suction procedure, and you become a very slim. Okay, move to next topic. River linking project in Gujarat scrapped. So river linking project is a very important in today's in India today, because many rivers in India are lack of water and many rivers of India are surplus with water. So government of India are thinking about linking rivers, so that all the rivers will be with sufficient water and the amount of irrigation will increase. Okay, so there is a proposed river linking project in Gujarat, but it's scrapped by the Gujarat government. What is the case? The Gujarat government on Saturday announced that it had scrapped the proposed Tapi Narmada river linking project in South Gujarat after strong protest by the tribal communities of the three districts of the region. So linking of three rivers, Par, Tapi and Narmada. Okay, so what is the Par Tapi Narmada river linking project? This is the river linking project. Okay, this is Maharashtra and this is Gujarat. So Par river, this is Par river, linking of Par river, then the Tapi river here. This is the Par river, this is the I'm reducing the picture. This is the Par river, this is the Tapi river, and this is the Narmada river. Linking of these three rivers. Okay. So a memorandum of understanding was signed by Gujarat, Maharashtra and the central government on May 3, 2010, nearly 12 years before the MOU was signed. Okay, and after 12 years the total project is scrapped by the Gujarat government. This is the case. The project proposes to transfer river water from the surplus region of the Western Ghat to the deficit region of the Saurashtra and Kutch. So this is the thing, because the by the government will link, okay, Par, Tapi and Narmada. The three river will be linked and dam will be constructed on the three river, and reservoir will be established in front of the dam, and the water of the reservoir will be transported to the Gujarat, Kutch, this water shortage area. Okay, this water shortage area, this is the project actually. First to link the three river, then construct dams, then link the reservoir of the dams and transport the water to the water shortage area of Kutch and Saurashtra. The project proposes to link three river, Par originating from Nasik in Maharashtra and flowing through Valsad. Okay, so the Par river was originated in Maharashtra and flow through Valsad. This is Valsad, and finally falls in Arabian Sea. Then Tapi from Satpura that flows through Maharashtra and Surat in Gujarat. So this Tapi river also originated in Maharashtra and flows through Gujarat near Surat and falls in the Arabian Sea. And then come the Narmada originating in Madhya Pradesh and flowing through Maharashtra and Bharuch and Narmada district in Gujarat. So Narmada originated in MP, Madhya Pradesh, then it enters into Maharashtra, and then finally it enters into Gujarat near the Narmada and Bharuch village, and finally it falls in the Arabian Sea. So Narmada crosses three states, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Gujarat. But Tapi crosses only two states, Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. The link mainly includes the construction of 7 dams: Jheri, Mahan Kavchali, Paikher, Chasmandwa, Chikkar, Dabdar and Kelwan. 3 diversion wells means small well to divert water into the irrigation canal, that is Paikher, Chasmandwa and Chikkar dam. A tunnel, through this tunnel water will be transported to the water shortage area. 395 km long canal, 205 km in Par-Tapi portion including the length of feeder canal, and 190 km in Tapi-Narmada portion. Okay, so Par and Tapi portion 395 km long tunnel, and the Tapi-Narmada portion 190 km long tunnel through which the water will be transported through this region of Saurashtra and Kutch. And 6 powerhouse. Powerhouse means from that house the control over the lock gate will be the operation of the lock gate, even the construction of the hydroelectric project may be there. Okay, of this the Jheri dam falls in Nasik while the remaining dams are in Valsad and Dang district of South Gujarat. An official of the Ukai dam explains how the excess water in the interlinked Par, Tapi and Narmada river which flows into sea in the monsoon would be diverted to Saurashtra and Kutch for irrigation. So in the monsoon, huge amount of water simply wasted by flowing into the sea. So to prevent the wastage, the government start link these 3 river and construct dam on that rivers and transport the excess water of monsoon water to this area, because rainfall is very limited in this area and rainfall is very high in the Western Ghat. Okay, in this area, in the junction of Maharashtra Gujarat, in the Western Ghat area, there is a huge amount of rainfall. So what is the irrigation benefit? The surplus water proposed to be diverted through the estimated rupees 10,211 crore per Tapi Narmada link project to expected to irrigate an area of 2,32,175 hectare. Huge amount of irrigation area will be achieved. The command area of 5 project on the left side of the canal as proposed by the Gujarat government is about 45,561 hectare, which will be irrigated by gravity through link canal, and 36,200 hectare on the right side will be by lift irrigation. So one side it is, this type of canal is called contour canal. One side of the canal will be irrigated through the gravity, and other side of the canal will be irrigated through lift irrigation, means through pump you have to take the water from the canal. Now why the villagers are protesting? About 6,650 hectare of land area will be submerged due to the proposed reservoirs. A total of 61 villages will be affected. Okay, so there is a list of total number of villages, total number of families affected in each village. Okay, so that's why the villagers are protesting. They are fearing that their total area will be submerged, and more than that, they will be replaced, they will be rehabilitated from this place to any other place. That's why the total villagers of this area are continuously protesting from the last 10 years, and finally before the Gujarat Assembly election, the government simply scrapped the river linking project. Currently the area Kutch and Saurashtra are irrigated through the Sardar Sarovar Dam in Gujarat. Move to next topic. Assam Arunachal row will be resolved by 2023. So Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Saturday said the interstate boundary dispute between Arunachal Pradesh and Assam would be resolved by 2023. So there is a boundary dispute between Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. What is the boundary dispute? So this is Assam and this is Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. So it starts from 1951. The dispute dates back to colonial time when British 1873 announced the inner line regulation demarcating an imaginary boundary between plains and the frontier hills, which were later designated as Northeast Frontier Tract in 1915, later correspondent to the area that makes up present-day Arunachal Pradesh. So at that time in 1873, the British government draw a imaginary line, draw a line that is known as inner line regulation, line between plain land and the hill area. Okay, and present day the plain land is known as Assam, the hill area is known as Arunachal Pradesh. At that time the hill area was known as Northeast Frontier Hill. Okay. Now after independence, the Assam government assumed administrative jurisdiction over the Northeast Frontier Tract. Okay, because that time there was no Arunachal Pradesh, only Assam was there. So Assam government start governing the Northeast Frontier Tract, which later became Northeast Frontier Agency in 1954, and finally the Union Territory of Arunachal Pradesh in 1972, and finally became state in 1987. However, before it was carved out of Assam, around 3648 square kilometer of the plain area of the Balipara and Sadia foothills were transferred from Arunachal Pradesh, then Northeast Frontier Agency, to Assam, then Darang and Lakhimpur district. So at that time when Arunachal Pradesh became a state or a union territory, at that time when a proper demarcation line was drawn, at that time two villages, Balipara and Sadia, okay, nearly 3648 square kilometer was included in the Assam territory by the then Assam government. That is the point of confliction. This remains the bone of contention between the two states, as Arunachal Pradesh refused to accept this notification as the basis of the demarcation. Arunachal Pradesh has long held that the transfer was done without the consultation of its people. It was arbitrary, defective, and no tribal leader from Arunachal Pradesh was consulted before the land was transferred. They just decided to draw a line between the hills and plain. So which are the two districts today in Assam? That is Darang and Lakhimpur district in Assam. Actually it was a part of Arunachal Pradesh, Darang and Lakhimpur. So where is Darang and Lakhimpur? This is Lakhimpur and this is Darang. So this Lakhimpur and Darang means the total this area, Udalgiri Darang area was initially under Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, but when Assam government draw a line himself without any consultation, they simply capture the Lakhimpur and the Darang Udalgiri area. That is the bone of connection. Move to next topic. New species of snake found in Meghalaya. Okay, so this is the new species of snake, green in color, male female. This sign is a male female sign. A team of herpetologists have discovered a new species of venomous snake, Trimeresurus mayai or Maya's pit viper, from Umroi military station in Rivoi district in Meghalaya. Okay, so this is Trimeresurus mayai. This is the scientific name and the common name is Maya's pit viper. So what is herpetologist? A herpetologist is someone who specializes in the study of reptiles and amphibians. Okay, so this is the new species of snake found in Meghalaya. Move to next topic. Biden signs 40 billion US dollar aid bill for Ukraine's war effort. So US President Joe Biden on Saturday signed a 40 billion US dollar bill set to ensure a steady supply of weaponry and economic support for Ukraine in its fight against Russia, the White House said. Okay, so US government is grant a loan of 40 billion US dollar to Ukraine to fight against Russia. We all know that earlier 100 million, the amount being considered by the China-backed Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank as an emergency support to Sri Lanka, China's finance ministry said on Sunday. So China helped Sri Lanka by providing 100, not China, actually China-backed Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, China-backed bank. The India also a member of this bank. So this bank had helped by 100 million US dollar given to the Sri Lanka. China helped Sri Lanka. Sorry, I have merged these two news. China helped 100 million to Sri Lanka and India helped 1 billion US dollar to Sri Lanka. But the news is Biden helped by providing 40 billion US dollar to Ukraine, not Sri Lanka. Move to next topic. Okay, so Turkey against Sweden, Finland joining NATO. So we all know that Sweden and Finland had proposed the NATO Commission that they want to join NATO force. They want to take the NATO membership, but Turkey is opposing the proposal. Okay, Turkey is also a member of NATO. So this is the drawing. Okay, this is the diagram of NATO. So this light blue color countries are the founder member of NATO, like US, Canada, then United Kingdom, France, Portugal. Okay, then Luxembourg, Italy, Slovenia are the founder member of NATO. Then 1950 to 1990, like Turkey. Okay, then Germany. Okay, they joined NATO later, and then 1990 to 2000, like Poland, then Czech Republic, Hungary, they also joined NATO, and at lastly the Romania, Bulgaria, Slovenia, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, this country are the last country who joined NATO. Okay, recently Ukraine want to join NATO, and that's why to stop joining the NATO, Russia start attacking Ukraine. And currently Sweden and Finland, these two countries proposed the NATO Commission that they want to be member of the NATO. Okay, these two countries are also in the border of Russia. But Turkey has an issue. Turkey does not want that these two countries will join NATO. Why? Because there are the terrorist considered by Turkey has taken safe shelter in Sweden and Finland. Many terrorists who are banned by the Turkey government has taken shelter in Sweden and Finland. That's why Turkey does not want that Sweden and Finland should given NATO membership. Move to next topic. Holes in biodiversity bill. So center proposed a bill, amendment bill, biological diversity amendment bill 2021 was tabled in the parliament. So the news is holes. There is a hole. Okay, first we will know about the amendment bill. So the bill is as per the United Nations Nagoya Protocol 1992 on access to genetic resources and the fair and equitable sharing of benefits arising from their utilization to the Convention on Biological Diversity, also known as the Nagoya Protocol on Access and Benefit Sharing. So United Nations Nagoya Protocol. So Nagoya in Japan, there is a meeting between the countries across the world on the biological diversity. Okay, and at that meeting they come with a suggestion that there should be access to genetic resources and the fair and equitable sharing of benefit arising from their utilization to the Convention of Biological Diversity. Means every country have their own biological diversity, own forest, own wildlife, own their natural biodiversities. So from that wildlife they access and collect resources. Resources means medicines, resources mean genetic resources. Okay, so they should the country should collect the genetic resources, the medicine, okay, from their own biological forest and share it and equitable sharing of benefit arising and share it and research on it, share the product to all other countries. Okay, this is the thing, but without hampering the natural habitat of the wildlife. Okay, this is the thing suggested in the Nagoya Protocol on biodiversity in the 1992. So finally in 2021 amendment bill as per this Nagoya Protocol is proposed by the Union government in Lok Sabha. The amendment seeks to decriminalize certain provision and bring more foreign investment in the chain of biological resources, including research, patent and commercial utilization, without compromising the national interest. So previously there was a bill, Biological Diversity Act 2002. Okay, so as per the bill, certain act was considered as criminal act. Okay, but in this amendment act, those certain thing is not considered a criminal, but this bill decriminalize certain provision. Okay, and the provision especially on research, patent and commercial utilization. So objective is the bill looks to relax certain rules in the Biological Diversity Act 2002. The act imposed a heavy compliance burden on Indian medicine practitioners. So previously this 2002 act was a heavy impose a heavy compliance burden on Indian medicine practitioners, seed sector industry researchers, and made it hard to conduct collaborative research and investment. So previously the researcher, the medical practitioners, okay, even the private industry has to take multiple permission to access biological product, and there are heavy burden on them. Okay, there are many rules regulation, but through this amendment act, totally it become an easy process, simplify research process. The amendment also streamline the process of patenting for Indian researchers to encouraging patenting. Okay, so to encourage patent, this research process is simplified. Okay, so more and more will be interest to get patent on the research. Okay, for this regional patenting center will open across the country, boosting Indian medicine system. It seeks to give a fillip to Indian system of medicine and facilitate fast tracking of research, patent application process, transfer of research results while utilizing the biological resource available in India. Okay, it seeks to empower local communities to be able to utilize resource, particularly of medicinal value such as seeds. So through this bill, local communities adjacent to the wildlife also get encouraged to use the resource from that wildlife, okay, particularly medicinal value such as seed. The bill looks to encourage farmers to increase cultivation on medicinal plants. So there is, the government also provides subsidy to the farmer so that they will start cultivating medicinal plant also. Now allowing foreign investment. So government allow foreign investment on different sector relating to the wildlife. Okay, it also allows for foreign investment in research in biodiversity. However, this investment will necessarily have to be made through Indian companies involved in biodiversity research. For foreign entities, the approval from the National Biodiversity Authority is necessary. Exempting Ayush practitioners. The bill seeks to exempt registered Ayush medical practitioners and people accessing codified traditional knowledge, among others, from giving prior intimation to State Biodiversity Board for accessing biological resource for certain purpose. So previously Ayush practitioners needs state government permission, okay, State Biodiversity Board permission, but currently they did not need any permission. Okay, they should be legal Ayush medical practitioner and they are allowed to enter in the wildlife and start their practice. To do this, it means the bill formulate 3-tier structure consisting National Biodiversity Authority, national level, State Biodiversity Board at state level, and Biodiversity Management Committee at local body level. Move to next topic, very interesting topic. India will soon have eVTOLs for urban air mobility, Sindhya. So eVTOLs means electric vehicle takeoff and landing for urban air mobility. So India will see the deployment of electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft to ensure urban air mobility in days to come, says Jyotiraditta Scindia, Indian Minister for Civil Aviation. Means the aeroplane will run in electricity or in battery, but not through biofuels. Okay, so we have electric vehicle on road, we have electric train, and now we will going to have the electric aeroplane also. Okay, all this to reserve the fuel. We are already in conversation with a number of eVTOL technology producer in the US and Canada. To start with, newer aviation technologies are being adopted by the Army and the Air Force. Once they become proof of concept, that is when they permit into civil space. Okay, so first it will be used by the Army and Air Force, then after several use it will be used by the civil, means the public also. Okay, public transport also. Okay, so this is the news. So friend, this is my analysis. If you like the video, please subscribe my channel, like the video. We will meet tomorrow with a new